98.1. How happy does that make you to hear that getting played on the radio? Feel good?
Yeah, it does feel good.
I think it's cool that you came in here and the first thing that you want to play was one where you're on the hook. I mean, you talk about, it's interesting, like you do live up to when you say you're humble. It's funny when people say they're humble, because often it's like the opposite.
Man, if I can eat with all my peoples, that's what I'm going to do. Straight up.
Yeah.
That's just how I was
Has that
raised.
always been part of your makeup?
That's just how I was raised.
How you are. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's just how I was raised.
Take care of the people that are close to you, people around
That's
you.
just how I was raised, man. The only time anybody could tell you I ain't never done nothing for them is when I was broke and couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well,
other than that, man, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Take it back to the old school days. Because sharing is caring. Because I just do what I can when I can. Because I'm not, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is home, and I'm not going to shit on home. I'd rather shine with home, not shine on them. You know what I mean?
I think that's an important thing. You hear a lot of people, like, it's almost like they do want to shine on the people around them.
Man, let's
kind of like showing off, like, I got all this, you have nothing.
There's a lot of people in this city that don't give two shits about what anybody else is doing. Like, that's just, let's keep it real.
Sure.
Still, the type of person you are, like, you got to stay true to yourself at the end of the day. And I'm, like I said, I'd rather shine with home than shine on home. I don't care if you want to hate on. There's going to be people that hate. There's going to be people that don't like what you're doing. And I've put hate and not liking what you're doing in two different categories. Because somebody may not really like your shit and be like, yo, I really don't like that. That's not my thing.
Yeah. You
got to respect that. But you could tell the difference for somebody not liking and somebody hating on your shit. Like, yo, that's garbage. And you could tell the difference.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? It's like if you play me a song and I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that. That's not disrespectful.
No.
You got to take all criticism.
Yeah.
You got to take all criticism as golden tokens and use that shit to pass the toll on that burning bridge. You know what I'm saying?
I do, actually.
So
I've been to that burning bridge.
Exactly, cuz. Exactly.
How do you feel about that, Kai, when you're out reporting on things, to not be too celebratory or too negative, but like come across even when you want to say something one way or the other? I find a lot of things get lumped into like hating or overly loving, which some people refer to as dick riding.
No, a lot of
people, you know, and it's like those extremes. And
yeah, you're right.
You know, I see people. You could do the best thing. Like I can see you post something of like, "Hey, look at me introducing this thing, and it's great." And people just sort of like we can't dislike things without it being hater. Do you see that?
Nobody likes somebody. Nobody likes looking at somebody that's in their comfort zone, like all the way in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're doing what you like to do. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have people that's gonna look at you and be like, "Man, what the fuck is she doing?"
They're gonna talk bad. They're gonna bring up something. Find a reason for people to not like you just because they see you doing something.
They're not gonna address her. They're not gonna address her. They're not gonna address me. They're not gonna address you. They're gonna address other people and spread shit like.
Because that's what haters do. So, they don't directly come towards you.
But people that don't like it, sorry to cut you off. People that don't like it are gonna tell you straight up, "You're doing your thing, but I don't like this about what you're doing." I don't. You know what I mean? It's criticism. They're gonna give you that.
But take it constructively.
Yes, they're gonna give you that constructive feedback.
Honestly though, like when I'm like with the hip hop scene and the music and everything, when I see people doing their thing and like, you know, there's people out there that are good and there's people that are out there that are not good. And when I was doing my radio show on here, like I would get submissions of people sending their music and stuff, and it's that decision that you gotta make. It's like I love everyone, you know, like I'm nice to everyone, but it's just like I have an ear for music, and I know, you know, if the quality's not there, if the lyrics, not even like the lyrics, but if it's just not flowing right. I know you guys know what I mean.
If they need work,
they need
to go home and do their homework,
so like
and then come back.
And it's hard because you got some artists that are out there like promoting themselves and like doing everything that they need to do to excel as an artist, but they're just, you know, that they're not good enough. So it's like, how do you handle that?
Yeah.
But then there's the artists that are like really, really good, and then it's like, man, you need someone behind you. You need someone helping you out to do this, this, and this, and this for you, so you can just focus on making the music and like really taking that next step. And like Warner Brothers Canada, like this guy, he told me, he's like, yeah, like, he's like, I know people at Warner Brothers Canada, like, I know that, you know, you're an advocate for a lot of hip-hop music out here, like, I can help you and your people or whatever. And he just told, like, I don't know how, I was like, how am I going to work for Warner Brothers Canada? And he's just like, you're just going to gather the people around or whatever, like, get the artists. I'm like, well, I can do that, but...
No, you a scout.
A scout. That's what he was like. You can be a scout.
But you know, you got that in you. You're a scout. You got an ear for talent. You got eye for talent. Like, do they look the image? Do you? Yeah.
There's a lot that comes with it.
All right, well, keep it real. What I look like?
You look like.
Let's critique them.
It's not like it's not.
No, don't say that. Just
okay,
go.
I'm just gonna say like you could roll with the Chicago boys and like you know like you could probably roll with MMG, people like that would sign you.
Is that what I look like? Is that what I sound like?
It's both. It's like who you work with best.
Okay.
You know.
All right, I respect that. I respect your opinion.
There's a few people that they're.
It's a tough thing because what you said earlier about picking, like when you said, you know, the lyric, maybe not the lyrics, like you said lyrics, then you kind of took it off the table. Like it could be, you know, maybe the beats bang and something, maybe the image is good. I think that hip hop, one of the things, the biggest things it's suffering from is a lack of work on the music. I don't give a shit about your sneaker game. I don't give a shit about your sneaker game. If you can't rap, why am I listening to you rap? And I think far too much of it is almost that like learn how to put all the pieces in place, but it doesn't necessarily mean your music is good. So I agree with like hire someone to do that for you if that's not in you,
and just
because
like
you need to focus on the work.
Just like Quake said, find your voice. You know, you gotta have something that sets you aside from everyone else. If I'm listening to you and your voice shines through the mic, and I'm like, you're clear, it sounds good, the production quality is good, because you could be a good rapper and everything, but I mean, if I can't play your music on the radio, if the production is just not there, you got to work on that. That's your next step. Okay, you got the lyrics, you got the flow. Now work on this. You need a good beat maker. You need to have your own beats. Everything needs to be pure, all yours. So then you can apply for these awards. Then you can get recognition. Have some shit on your resume. Excuse my language. Have the stuff on your resume. You know, like just. CKDU is really good for helping people out that want to push their music, because you give us 12 of your CDs, and I tell artists this all the time, give us just 12 of your CDs and our music director will ship your CD all around Canada to all the other music directors that work at the college campus community radio stations. And then if enough people are playing your music and writing it down, if it's a new release, there's a number for it. So if they're writing it down, then it gets charted. And if it's on those Earshot 50 charts, then, you know, it's things that you slowly got to do to build yourself. The shows, putting the music out. So,
I think that's all very valuable. I'm wondering, you said earlier, Nixx, that you put out a lot. You were putting out, you know, singles here, singles there all the time.
I was.
Now you're not doing that. So, the question I have for you is, what's cooking? Because something's cooking.
Yeah.
If they're not coming out and I'm not hearing them, and people aren't hearing them, when are they going to be ready? Because I feel like you are saying, like, to me, I'm getting the feeling you're like, I'm ready to kind of go and like drop. I'm going to drop a whole bunch here. I'm going to drop an album on you.
I ain't got a release date, but I'm putting out the intro.
Okay.
It's called the intro. Okay. Basically, it's a reintroduction to me.
Yeah.
And an introduction to people that probably didn't know who I was.
Right.
For the younger generation, I'll say. But yeah, the intro. I'm putting that back up. Well, not back up. I'm putting that up. And after that, I'm just mixtape bully series. Ain't no other mixtapes coming out. Just mixtape bully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. I don't care. I don't care if I go to a version 32. I don't care. But mixtape bullies. I'm not doing all this other stuff. I'm gonna show dude, like with me, man. With me, when I was coming up rapping and all that shit, I'm all about bars, delivery, and of course, I don't care. Return to the flow. I am the flow.
You said it so well.
You know what I'm saying? I am the flow. Like, I can ride a beat like a motherfucker.
You can ride it like a bicycle?
Nah, cause listen. I'm Mike J on a beat when it comes to flowing. I'm the moonwalk, man. My rhythm with my words is moonwalk.
All right, well listen, I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs from you recently, And it fits perfectly with what you just said. When we come back, though, we're getting near that time where we might need to see if you can move one on a flow or two. This one is one of my favorites of the past, like, 6 months in the city. If it's just delightful. And you are the return. This is the return of the flow.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody turn this way the hell up. 88.1 CKDU.